Guys, we got another green one. Let's go turn that grime into shine. In today's episode, we are discussing the top add-on services for the pressure washing business. And we're going to jump right in here, guys. We got a lot to cover in a very short time here. So you guys are going to be watching me do this while I wash this house. I'm going to be soft washing this house with a 1.5% solution. And you guys who are new to the wash game, whenever we do a house wash, whether we're soft washing, which is what I'm doing here, or we're downstreaming it, the process is always going to be the same. What you want to do here is you want to make sure that you sauce the wall up with your company solution. That's what you see me doing here. Every single inch of that board, every single inch of that wall has to have that solution on it. And that solution is going to sit, hence the term, the dwell time, the reaction time for the chemical there to react with the organics growing on that wall. And when all of the green and black is completely off of all four sides of this house, then we will switch the system over to rinse, and then we're going to rinse off the walls. We're going to rinse off the windows and the plant. So when we leave this property, everything has to be chemical free. So let's jump right in here, guys. Now, these 10 things that I have for you, they're not in any specific order of importance. They're each very important to you in your business because they can generate a huge amount of money for you. And something we talked about in the previous episode, I put up here the thumbnail for the previous episode where we talked about pressure washing profits. And something we mentioned in there about marketing costs. It costs a lot of money to get a new customer. And what I love about add-ons is there's no cost to that. So your profit margin for that is massive. So, you want to make sure you're pushing these add-ons because, like I said, you're already there. And on top of that, the customer is really going to appreciate that, you're going that extra mile to make sure that, the property is looking good. So number one here, guys, we're going to talk about driveway cleaning. Now, it's so funny, and I chose this house here for this specific reason. And by the way, before we go any further, how we got this house? This house here is one of our oldest HOA contract neighborhoods, and this customer got an HOA violation. So when customers in this neighborhood get their violation, they have to call. The letter literally says, call this company in order to get this fixed. And that's how we got this job. And I chose this house specifically for this episode because this job, when I spoke to the customer here, I ended up upselling him that deck. You see that deck right there, guys, and that patio? That's a brick patio, and we're doing the driveway. This is all going to happen a week from now, next Tuesday. So we got this job here because it's a contract. It's $299 for the house wash, but I upsold him the deck, the patio, and the driveway for $599. So, that's where you want to be as a company. You want to make sure that you're upselling as much as you can because, again, that's where your best profits are. So driveway cleaning, as far as pricing is concerned, you want to stay around a range of anywhere between, I would say, no lower than $150, but our pricing is right around $200 for your average driveway. What is an average driveway? Your average driveway in America is 20 feet by 30 feet, so that's 600 square feet. So it's something that's going to take you, obviously depends on the equipment that you have, but 20 to 30 minutes to do an average driveway. So this is something that, I talked about in previous videos. If, for example, if you're doing this house wash right here, plus a driveway for $500, and you do 100 houses like that a month, that's $50,000. We just did a house where the guy, that's all he wanted was the driveway, and it was, again, a HOA violation, and all he needed clean was the driveway. But we charged him $299 just to do the driveway. You see what I'm saying? Because you want to make sure that your pricing is equivalent to your skill and the cost of your equipment and all that. So the next one on our list here is pressure washing. Now, there's a lot of things to discuss and cover when we talk about pressure washing. You have retaining walls. You have a shed. You can pressure wash a shed. You can pressure wash a basement stairwell, a pool deck, for example. I think this past May, we did something like over 100 pool decks in that month. So, you want to, whenever you pull up to a property and you walk it, before you talk to the owner there, what you want to do is you want to develop the ability to see these things. And if you got a little patio there that you can pressure wash and charge $100 for that, you're going to want to do that, because again, that covers, for example, your gas, all your costs, maybe for the whole day, depending on what you get. So pressure washing is something that is very versatile, and you will be able to get a lot of jobs. You got walkways, sidewalks, you got all kinds of concrete cleaning that you can do with that. So you got to make sure that you keep your eyeball open for that, because that will be huge for you guys in terms of increasing sales and that price per job, cost per job. And the next on my list is fences. And obviously you have a lot of different types of fences. We find that at Mr. Bubbles, we do a lot of those vinyl fences, and they're super easy to do, guys, like super easy. If you're downstreaming that all day long with a 6% solution, and you're killing it in a game, killing it. I think it was either episode 2 or 3. I did an episode where we washed a fence. It was $399. It took me like 30 minutes or 35 minutes, something like that. You'll kill it with vinyl vinyl fences. In wood fence, if you have soft washing capabilities, a lot of money in that. The bottom line is it's a great add-on. It gives you tons and tons of profit. So make sure when you walk the property, again, your eye is being glued to that. Next on my list is one of my favorites. A lot of people don't like to do decks, but I'll be honest with you guys, it's probably our number 2 or number 3 most requested add-on by customers, because a tremendous amount of people have decks, and something that is really popular today is you got your composite decks. Guys, wow, like doing composite decks are easy, goofy proof money, like goofy proof money. So, if you pull up to a house and you got, you're doing a house wash and they have a composite deck, you can charge $150. If it's a $350 house, that's your $500 right there. And all you got to do is just sauce that up real good, sauce up the railings and get your solution on there. And it's going to kill any organic that is living on that deck. And then once you rinse off the house, you just rinse that stuff and it comes right off. So there's a lot of money to be made with decks. Now, the hard part is doing wooden decks. And of course, we got a couple episodes on the subject here on our channel, and you can just search those out. But, once you learn, it's like anything else in life, guys. Once you learn how to do it properly, you're going to make pretty good money on it. Now, I will say this. With your wooden decks, you want to be somewhere between $1 to $1.25 per square foot. So, example, let's say it's a 350-foot deck, right? So you're going to want to charge right around $350, $375 for that deck. So that's super easy for you to do the math on that. But so much money. A lot of people, whenever they get their deck stained or they're going to get it painted, the first step is always, you want to pressure wash it. So that's a great add-on for you guys. Next on my list is, I'm just calling this one miscellaneous stains, okay? in episode 2 of our where we did our walk around the truck, I can't remember. It might have been episode 1, guys, where I show you in the back of the truck we keep this milk crate full of bottles, and in those bottles you have graffiti removal, you have rust removal, oil stain removal. So you know you want to make sure, and comes down to that chemical knowledge we were talking about, right, guys? So you want to make sure you know all your chems, because you can make a tremendous amount of money. Recently, I did a job. I charged $699 to remove some graffiti because somebody sprayed graffiti on the side of a vinyl siding of somebody's house. So, you know, you're going to be able to charge a lot of money for that stuff because not everybody knows those chemicals and how to use them. I can't break down for you the pricing of every single thing here, but I got a lot of material on the subject of different chemicals here on my channel, and I'm always going to be updating you guys on anything as far as that is concerned with your rust removals, your degreasers, and all that. Because again, guys, I mean, it's specialized knowledge, so you're going to be able to charge a lot of money for those things, right? So next one on my list is one of my favorite things to talk about because I kind of have a love-hate relationship with it. But we're talking about roof cleaning. Now, think about it, guys. Every single house has a roof. So, you know, keep your eyeball open for that because, you know, if you have the right system set up, and that's key, right? I mean, if you're trying to do a roof with a pump-up sprayer, that's not going to work. That's no bueno. You know, you want to make sure you have, at the very least, I would say, a 12 volt system with a booster pump is ideal. That's not what I use. It's what I used to use. But now, you know, you see me here on screen. We have a roof pump. So, you know, super easy. You can get a roof like if I had to do this roof right here, this house, it would take me an hour. So, you know, and you're charging, I mean, our minimum price, and I'm talking minimum price to do a roof is $5.99. And, you know, roof pricings will vary from $5.99 all the way to $16.99. We just did a roof job not too long ago. We charged $12.99 just for the roof, and then we did a bunch of other stuff. So, and in the next couple episodes, we got a roof cleaning. Actually, I think it's the very next episode. We're doing a roof cleaning. So, you know, you guys get to see that. But a lot of money, a lot of profitability. Again, it's one of those super specialized things that not everybody knows how to do. Hence, there's a lot of money to be made in it. You know, and again, guys, I mean, I'm going to post lots and lots of videos on the subject here, so you guys will get to learn how we clean roofs. You know, the Mr. Bubbles way. And you definitely want to add that as a service. Again, it's like any skill. The more you do it, the more comfortable you're going to get at it, the better you're going to become at it, and all of that. So next one on our list is oxidation removal. Now, a lot of you guys, you know, I've noticed that a lot of people don't like to deal with it. It's one of those things that I've learned to do really well throughout the years. And I talk about it in my episode 10, oxidation removal with LA Awesome. And the way we use the oxidation removal is, so there's a lot of things that become oxidized. Sometimes it's a garage door. Sometimes it's a shed. Sometimes it's one of the ways that we've been making a lot of money is with shutters. Shutters, guys, I guarantee you, one to 3 out of every 10 houses, the shutters are completely oxidized. You spray a little bit of that LA Awesome, you agitate it a little bit with a soft brush, and then when you rinse the house, that stuff comes right off like butter. And I charge $10 per each one. So if a window has 2, that's $20. If there's 8, 10 in the entire house, that's an extra $100 for you right there. So that's a great way. And again, it's a chemical that not everybody knows how to use. Hence, you'll be able to make really good money on it. Next on our list is just commercial cleaning in general. And it's not something I've talked a lot on my channel about. We do a lot of commercial work. We have a $250,000 contract with our county here, Charles County in Maryland. We do a lot of different types of commercial. And through the years, what I've noticed is the best way to get commercial work is by networking. That's how we've gotten most of our, like 80% of our commercial work has come from networking events like the Chamber of Commerce that I've mentioned before. But also another great way of getting commercial work, guys, is business to business or face to face marketing. Meaning you're just going to drive around town, and whenever you see a business that their building looks dirty or their sidewalks looks dirty, you're just going to walk up, present yourself, give them a card, and not a business card, make sure you have your 6x9 postcards, because those have pictures on them, and you're gonna give them that, and and wait for the phone calls. And so if you're doing just those two things right there, you'll pick up tons and tons and tons of commercial work. It's a way for you to stay busy all year round, because some of those, they're going to want contracts, they're going to want monthly maintenance and all of that stuff. So, and again, like anything, guys, the more you practice at getting commercial work, the better you're going to be at it. So make sure you get out there and you start getting some of those commercial contracts. Next on my list is something that is near and dear to my heart: gutter cleaning. Now, I did this episode, I can't remember what number it is, but where we talked about the gutter cleaning tools. I suggest you go back and you watch that one. Actually, I'll put the thumbnail here for you guys, so you know what to look for. But the gutter cleaning is something. Think about it, guys. Every single house has gutters, right? And guess what? I know a lot of you don't like to do gutters because, one, it's grimy, and two, maybe you don't like to get on ladders. You just have to get over that. Stay safe. Make sure you're using the right equipment. Like, for example, those ladder stabilizers that I have on my ladders. Make sure you guys are getting those. Make sure you guys get all the tools that I show you there in that video, because that is what makes it efficient for you. And in the next 4 or 5 months, I'm going to be posting, I would say, 30 to 50 gutter cleaning jobs. And guys, here's the deal with gutters. You want to charge anywhere between 10 to 15 cents a square foot. So I'll give you an example. Let's say a house that you're doing is 3,500 square feet. Okay, so charge $350 to $450 for that gutter. So you see what I'm saying? You're making a lot of money. What we're experiencing here in our area is this. Sometimes, well, actually, in like 50% of the times, we're getting more money for the gutter cleaning than we are for the house wash. So if you go to a house and you're doing a house for $3.99, you might be able to upsell the gutter for $2.99. Bam. I mean, you're making money. And guess what? Gutter's something that's done all year long. Most people do gutters twice a year. They do it. I mean, think about this, guys. Sometimes people don't wash their houses once every 4 or 5 years or 3 years, right? Not everybody does it, wash their house every year. Gutters, no matter what, you got to get them cleaned once a year minimum, sometimes 2 times a year. We have a gutter customer, we clean their house 4 times a year. So you want to make sure you upsell that. Next on my list, guys, solar panels. We are making a killing in the solar panel game. You just got to learn how to do it. And of course, I got videos coming for that. So this isn't about explaining to you how to do solar panel cleaning in this episode. But man, guys, there's some money to be made in a solar panel cleaning game. Look around. They're building farms and fields and fields of this stuff. So every single person right now, that, what do they call it? Green energy push, So this is not something that is going to go away. It's only going to get more ramped up in the next couple of years as more and more people, guys, I've seen neighborhoods where I went to, that I've been working in those neighborhoods for 6-7 years. And 6-7 years ago, there may be 1 or 2 houses in the entire neighborhood that had solar panels. And now 80-90% of the houses in those neighborhoods have solar panels. And what we charge for solar panel is 15 cents. That's why I love it, because it's super simple. When somebody calls and they want solar panel cleaning, we literally just ask them how many they have. We just did a house. We just went there just to do that. This one guy had 50. So what we did, 50 times 15, that's $750. And there you go. And it's super easy. You just got to have the right tools, the right chemical, right, to be able to clean. It's not even really a chemical. It's more like soaps to be able to clean those. And you get up there and, it's super easy to do. Now, and some of those you do need a roof harness, and we're going to teach you how to. I know somebody asked me in one of my videos, or sent me an email, if I could do a video showing how we use our roof harness. And, we're going to be doing a lot of videos with our roof harnessing here in the next couple months. But, once you learn how to do it correctly, guys, oh my God, you're going to be making so much money, because again, it's one of those things, I'm going to predict this, guys. In 10 years from now, there's going to be $1 million companies that's all they do is clean solar panels. So you want to get in front of the solar panel cleaning game. You see what I'm saying? And that's what we're doing here. We're really pushing solar panel cleaning like massively here in our area. And I suggest you guys do the same thing, because it's specialized skill. Not everybody knows how to do it. You see what I'm saying? So homeowners don't know anything about that. Homeowners can't get up on your roof and clean that. So, you want to make sure that you make it part of your marketing, put it on your website, put it on your Google My Business. And then whenever I'm in the neighborhood where, I'm doing a house and I see that they have solar panels, I let them know. I just straight up tell them. I say, hey, by the way, your solar panels, they need to be cleaned once every 3 years, minimum. It should be once a year, but minimum 3 years. And we offer that services, because a lot of times people, they don't even know if you offer a service or not. But anyway, that's all I got for you guys today. Let's go out there and chase some of those sales. And thank you very much for watching this episode. I highly recommend you watch the next one as well. And that one, guess what? We're doing a roof wash. And I don't want to spoil anything for you, but guys, you do not want to miss that one. And by the way, if you have any questions, my email is below. Guys, I answer all of my emails. I love hearing from you guys. But yeah, thank you very much for watching, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.